Welcome to PlayStation Corner, my name is Alex. Today we're taking a look at 10 deals coming in under $10 or your regional equivalent, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Basically this video I'm looking for something real budget to help you fill up that backlog. So with that, like, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals weekly, and let's get started. So I'm falling into my normal schedule, and what that means is weekly giveaways. I do not have a winner to announce today, but I do have a $10 PSN gift card to give away. Now to enter, all you need to do, drop a comment down below, and the winner, they'll be announced in next Saturday's video. As a reminder then, we will have 2 deals videos a week here on the channel. That's one on Wednesday and one on Saturday. I already in fact have 2 videos live around this sale. Those are on the channel already. I've linked them down below in the pinned comments, as they do pack more than a few heavy hitters. Huntdown to kick us off then, it's matching the low with 75% off, but if you are a run and gun fan, this is a game you should be checking out. Think here a world run by gangs and you work for an organisation that is designed to fight back. It packs some modern sensibilities such as the ability to take cover, but it's got stunning pixel work, a killer soundtrack, and it supports a local co-op play if that is your thing. I just like the multiple playable characters and the neon styled world. It is definitely though worth the time. Salt and Sanctuary then is a personal favourite, and with a new low price here of 80% off, I think it is a steal. It's a 2D side-scrolling action RPG with a clear passion for the world of Souls. Think a punishing world to explore where you'll need to master the combat to survive, because there's more than a few enemies out here to get you, well, pretty much from the immediate opening. The real joy of this one though, it's the experimentation thanks to crafting and a combination of over 600 weapons, spells, armor and items. The story then, we are shipwrecked on an uncharted island, and let's call it a less than friendly spot. The visuals at first I wasn't sure, but I really came around to them by the end game, and it got a sequel as well, but that's nowhere near the heights this one reached in my opinion. Tormented Souls then will be for the old school horror fans. Think early days Resident Evil, but thankfully tank controls here, they are optional. It is also then a new low price of 50% off. The concept is we receive a mysterious postcard from what appears to be a hospital or an orphanage of some sort, and we stupidly decide to go and investigate. Before we know it, we awake in a bathtub and naked and missing an eye. Definitely not a great start to our day, honestly. Topping it all off though, this place has all sorts of horror awaiting you. I wouldn't say it's a particularly scary game honestly, but it is a fun tribute to 90s styled horror experiences with a suitably B-movie vibe to it all. The Shadow Warrior collection gets a new low price then, 80% off, and it brings together the first game and second in one place. It's worth knowing the second is included with PS Plus Premium, but standalone the first game is $6, so I figured let's take a look at this one. These games, they focus on the character Lo Wang, a ninja who fights against the demons, and do you really need more of a setup than that? The most fun you can have here is basically with a katana in hand, getting up close and personal. It's just incredible, and yeah, you'll have a slew of weapons you can upgrade as well. It also has a great sense of humour, which definitely elevates the story. Rustler then, while I talk to a good sense of humour then, and this won't be for everyone, incredibly immature, but think old school, a top-down GTA, but in a medieval setting, so melee is a bigger focus, and cars are of course replaced by carriages and horses. The story is one of us attempting to go from rags to riches, but there's some real highlights, from trying to acquire the sword in the stone to breaking out of jail while high. It's buggy at times honestly, I got trapped on the environment a few times, but I still thought it was brainless and entertaining, and sometimes it's really all you need. This one, it's 80% off, and that is a new low price. God's Wall of Fall then is by far the cheapest game on today's list. It's a massive 90% off, and this one's a roguelike where you control a group of Celtic warriors that have been shipwrecked. The idea though is simple. We are out to take down gods that have been torturing humanity, and what this equates to is we reach a dungeon and then we'll choose a warrior to face the battle. If they die, it's gonna be on to the next one. If the entire squad dies, a new group of heroes are washed ashore. It's isometric with an almost a minimalistic styled design, but some great enemy design packed in, and it's also rocking a decent challenge as well. The only thing I didn't like, some groups they feel are more powerful than others because the weapons you are given, they are randomized. I wish it was more choose your own party setup and then master that selection. Wasteland 3 then is for the strategy fans out there. It's a new low price of 80% off and it's another personal favourite. A squad-based RPG, you'll build a team of 6 and head into this world that balances its narrative and exploration with tactical turn-based battles. Naturally, along the way, you'll want to improve this team, whether that's perks or weapons, and then you're fighting basically to keep your home intact, that is Arizona. Now, how can you do this? By helping a unit from Colorado. The world in this one is stunning, the story is well done, and yeah, the gameplay, one of the best in the genre on the system. I'd definitely say watch a full review first though, as there's just a huge amount of depth packed in here. For me though, this one is definitely a winner. Call of the Sea then will be for the narrative-led puzzle fans out there. I reviewed this one here on the channel, find that in the pinned comment below, but this could be considered an entry to the, I guess, walking sim world, though I really do think it's a little bit more involved than many. It looks stunning, first of all, the visual design, I love that almost cartoonish look to it all, and I never would have guessed the ending that had me wanting to play it again. The story is basically though you are sick, some sort of disease, and your husband is out to find a cure on a mysterious island. Now he's missing and you're out to get to the bottom of it. Expect here multiple endings, even if they are extremely brief, and some fun puzzle design. It's a new low price, 50% off. Darkest Dungeon Ancestral Edition then gets a monster 90% off. You can buy just the base game standalone for like $1 less in the sale, but I do think this expanded version is worth the extra cost thanks to a huge amount of extra content, from characters to weapons to locations to missions and boss encounters. The gameplay, a roguelike turn-based RPG, and the idea is simple, honestly, basically just a lot of mechanics kind of make it up, but that is recruit a team, set them up, dive into dungeons, try to survive. The battles are incredibly challenging, and that's before they get hit with things such as fear or stress. Definitely a dark gothic game, but one of the very best out there, and I do hope we see the sequel that's currently in early access hit consoles. If it does, I will be there day one. Firewatch then is our final game, and it's one of my favourite ones out there. It's a very chill experience as a warning, but think a character study. The story of a man who has left his 9 to 5 behind to go and live and work in a watchtower in a national park. Your only communication with the outside world is a female voice on the radio. Things though naturally start to kind of occur, and now you'll find yourself investigating this small environment, from what appears to be sabotage to kids that are simply being idiotic in a place where they should not be. It looks incredible visually. The soundtrack I highly recommend. I listen to it constantly, just stunning work. And then the story, it mostly delivers, or I will say the ending kind of maybe struggles a little bit with that payoff. I love the world though and the characters. I have played it multiple times over the years and I own it on multiple systems. This edition then is the dynamic theme bundle, so a background is thrown in as well. It's 80% off then, that is a new low price. And that's the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library, or you're holding onto that cash? Let us know in the comments down below. With that then, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals weekly, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.